Hey guys, VideoJames, and as you can see, we kind of got the nightmare fuel of Gen 2 in this video today. So today we're going to be doing how to use for Miltank. Yes, I said it, the devil Pokemon itself. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people rage when they see a Miltank online. It is absolutely god tier for a Miltank to even be seen in a battle. But anyway, Miltank was just one of the most overpowered Pokemon back in Gen 2, that when you went into the Goldenrod gym, or whatever Whitney's gym was, and you tried to fight her Miltank, it was like trying to fight Optimus Prime. It was like just roll out instantly everywhere, and you just lost 5 Pokemon in a row. And what's scarier about Miltank is that it has this capacity to be a complete beast, but it's a pure normal type. Now, I think that's actually more scary for Miltank. I mean, Bibarel was bad, but Miltank is godlike. So we see Miltank, it's got Thick Fat and Scrappy, 2 amazing abilities. Thick Fat, Fire and Ice type moves deal half damage, so it's like, okay, I can just basically turn those into resisted moves. And Scrappy letting you hit Ghost types with normal and Fighting type moves, which is basically going to be the ability you almost always see on a Miltank, unless it's a Thick Fat, no body slam attacker, in which case then that's when you're going to see Thick Fat. And it also gets Sap Sipper as a hidden ability, but I've rarely ever seen Sap Sipper Miltank. That's like one of the least used sets I've ever seen. I don't actually think Sap Sipper Miltank has been released. I don't think you can actually get one. I don't know. But anyway, Miltank is just completely godly, not for its stats, but for its moveset. That Miltank has got 95 HP, one of the highest HPs I've ever seen, 80 attack, 105 defense, 400 special attack, 70 special defense, and 100 speed. Like, why did they need to make this thing so overpowered? Why did Miltank have to have just so many of the good things that make Pokemon into complete beasts? And then hopping over to Showdown, we're going to see our first set is basically just a Scrappy, completely disabled with the Virus of Love set. That this is basically the Love Me Miltank set. So what we got on this set is, and I think this was Whitney's Miltank as well, that we've got Leftovers with Scrappy, and we've got Attract, Milk Drink, Body Slam, and Rollout with HP of Max and Attack of Max with Adamant Nature, and the rest of the points just thrown into Speed. Now, let me explain why this set is completely terrifying. Attract lets your opponent be in love with your Pokemon, and it basically disables them for like thousands of turns. Body Slam has a chance to paralyze. Milk Drinks lets you restore 50% of your max HP, and Rollout gains more power every time it lands an attack. Let's calculate this, shall we? Attract. Your opponent can almost never do anything. Body Slam. You're paralyzed. You almost can never do anything again. Rollout. Get more damage every time I hit you. I can hit you for a max of 5 times in a row. Milk Drink. Get back whatever major amounts of health I lost. Come at me. Like, Miltank is too much of God. This is like, I understand why the Hindus worship cows now. It is because of Miltank. Miltank has been the source of fear of basically the entire Pokemon community for generations. And then we see with the max investment in the HP and the attack, they're reaching 394 in the HP and 284 in the attack, which is, not gonna lie, pretty predominantly tanky. That even without the special defense investment, it's not really gonna matter, because you've got so much HP that you can basically just take a hit, disable your opponent, and then be like, oh, heal? And then we see the next Miltank set is a Seismic Toss kind of damager set, that we see we got Leftovers and Scrappy again, and we've got Thunder Wave, Heal Bell, Milk Drink, and Seismic Toss. Now, instead of running Attract on this one, I ran Thunder Wave, because this set kind of really only relies on Seismic Toss. And the reason for that is because we've got Milk Drink and Heal Bell, just for that kind of keep ourselves alive and keep statuses off our team. That we've got Thunder Wave to kind of dislodge our opponent. And you can use Attract or Thunder Wave. They both kind of go hand in hand. And then we have Seismic Toss, which does damage equal to your level. So you're basically getting 100 every turn. Which means if your opponent has a weaker Pokemon, or they're using something that doesn't have that high HP, or they're using a Pokemon that's been damaged already, Seismic Toss is going to actually do 100 damage no matter what, and it's just going to be absolutely beastly. And then we see the EVs and ability and all that for this one, that we got Leftovers with Scrappy, again, just so that Seismic Toss always lands the hit. And then we've got maxed out HP and maxed out special defense this time, with a defense boosting nature. Now, you can run a special defense boosting nature. It kind of wouldn't really matter at that point, because it would kind of just make them both almost even. So, I would say probably throw in defense. Let's actually see what a special defense boosting nature is. Let me see. Careful, there we go. Yeah, with Careful, it basically just raises the special defense to about the same level as the other one, but we kind of want that investment into the defense, so we're going to leave that as the Impish Nature, just to keep it as the max tank that we can get. And then we see EVs, maxed out HP and special defense with the defense, and Impish Nature. And then this set is basically just an attacker, and you can run Assault Vest on this one, but Lumberry also works too. You can run Assault Vest or Lumberry, but since Miltank is kind of more of a healer thing and not a staller, I put on a Lumberry, but Assault Vest would work well too, that with 176 you're getting an extra... Let me figure that out for a second. 170, you're getting somewhere around an extra 85, 90 points, I would say. Well, 87 or 90, actually. And basic setup for this one is just Power Up Punch, Body Slam, Iron Head, and Earthquake with the Scrappy ability and Lumberry again. And the EVs are a little bit spread out for this one, so I'll get into those after I explain the moves. So we've got Scrappy, so all of our moves can hit no matter what. We've got Power Up Punch just for that attack raise. We've got Body Slam for that paralyze. Iron Head for the chance to flinch, and then just Earthquake for that all-round damage plus hitting everything in a row. And this set kind of can work for double battles, too. That with this set, it's kind of versatile to where it isn't restricted to just single battles or multi-battles. That you can also run it in double battles, and it'll work out really well. Did I say multi-battles? I meant single battles or rival battles. And then we see the EVs for this one. Again, maxed out HP. You're basically always going to see maxed out HP on a Miltank. That you can't really run Miltank without having maxed out HP. And then we see attack with only 80 points, and the plussing nature on the attack, and then just 176 in the speed. And there's a reason for there only being 176 in the speed, and the other being 80 in the attack. And I'm going to get into that right now, is that with our 176 speed on the Miltank, we're outspeeding stuff like Heatran. That Heatran, even if it does have max investment with the speed, you are going to be outspeeding it still. That Heatran will only reach 278 and you'll reach 280, and you'll still be faster, and it'll be like, okay, no, you're sitting down, and better yet, I'm going to paralyze you so you can't move. And again, that's another benefit to running Earthquake, is that Heatran, Fire, Steel. Earthquake takes it out. And then we got two more Miltank sets here. Did I just say set? What is wrong? Brain work today. Anyway, we got a couple more Miltank sets here. We got Leftovers with Thick Fat on this one. And we've got Curse, Thunder Wave, Milk Drink, and Body Slam. So this is kind of a stall set. That we've got Curse for that, raising our defense and attack, just to kind of leave us a little bit tanky. We've got max special defense and a defensive boosting, well, special defense, boosting Careful Nature, so that we can actually withstand a lot of special attacks and actually be able to survive. We've got Thunder Wave, so we can paralyze our opponent and they can't really do anything. We've got Milk Drink just to get back health if we lose major amounts of health. And then we've also just got Body Slam for attack plus damage. Also, I'm not sure why there's Thick Fat on this set. I don't know why Thick Fat is what's there. It should be Scrappy. There we go. Thick Fat. And that is actually not the right EV set. How did you do that? Do not be doing that to me, Showdown. 252 plus. There we go. Oh, that actually did put it in the nature. I'm weak. Alright. And then the last Miltank set we got is a Resto Chesto set. I know. Not exactly something you'd see on a Miltank. You really don't want your Miltank to be OOC, but it does actually work with Resto. And we've got Attract, so our opponent can't do anything, Rest for the health coverage, Body Slam just for that damage, and then Curse just to raise our defenses. And then we got Scrappy and the Chesto Berry, just so that we wake up from one rest instantly and we can just keep hitting them back into the ground. And then we see this is basically just the same EV set as the last one, that we've got maxed HP and special defense with a careful nature and 4 defense. And this set actually is a little bit more scary because it kind of runs on the Groudon Rest principle. That Rest being on something with extremely high HP and tanky sort of defenses is extremely hard to counter. That Rest being on something like that, they can manage to take your hits and at the same time heal up without really giving two flying craps. But anyway, that's going to be it for how to use Miltank. Like I said, Miltank is really scary. If you want to see how bad Miltank is in battle, go look up Whitney Heart Gold Soul Silver in YouTube's or something, because that will show you the absolute demonic god that is Miltank. But anyway, I'm leaving this video here. If you guys liked it, you can slap the like button as always, and I will see you guys later.